Game Over 86 coming back with another video, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be talking about the PlayStation 5 other big leaks that a lot of people haven't talked about, and I want to talk about it, guys. Yes, I've already talked in recent videos about the specs. Yes, for Mark Cerny, who has released numerous great things that are coming to the PlayStation 5, including backwards compatibility to the PlayStation VR and the PlayStation 4 games. But there are some other things to look for, and he also said that the price was going to be more appealing to the consumers, to the gamers, to the people that are going to be buying this product, and I just want to get this out there to you guys that I believe, and I want to talk a little bit about the price range to where I think should be a fair price. But let me go ahead and just start off talking to you guys about some of the possible new leaks and PlayStation 5 upcoming games that a lot of people may not have heard about, and then we will talk about some of the possible prices for the PlayStation 5, because I think it's going to be a great deal, especially if they drop that backwards compatibility for PS3, PS2, PS1, and some other great features, obviously, that they're going to save until the big unveil possibly. And I think it's still coming out next year in the fall. I would say August, September, October, November of 2020. I think a lot of people do understand that. But let's go ahead and talk about some of these releases and games. I keep getting all these pop-ups. Everybody's throwing me messages and stuff from YouTube videos, and I appreciate everybody out there for supporting my channel. Thank you very much. I'll get back to you guys, and I try to read every comment, and I try to reply to everybody. And if I can't, I do apologize, but note that I am reading every comment. Okay, so some of the games that are coming out, as you guys can see right here, possible leaks, list following games and exclusive titles, Gran Turismo 7 in VR. Now, I know a lot of you people think, oh man, VR, I'm kind of getting burnt out of VR. But know that VR is just sometimes game modes. It doesn't mean that the whole game plays in VR. Gran Turismo, you can still play that game without the VR headset. But these are some big time titles that are coming. Obviously, some of them we do know. Some of them we didn't know. PlayerUnknown Battleground in 4K with the PlayStation Plus. That's something different. I understand people, VR and Battle Royale games. I get it. But there's more to come. Last of Us 2 Remastered. We already know, and they keep saying remastered, but I don't know why they put that. It's The Last of Us 2 Part 2, pretty much. Last of Us Part 2. That game's coming. Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know why they put remastered. They keep doing that. The people at this website evidently, I'm guessing, thinks that it's a remaster of the game. It's not. But it says 2 or 3 other AAA titles plus more PSVR games. We do know that. But when you look at this, Battlefield Bad Company 3, Harry Potter the game, Assassin's Creed game, obviously that's always a must for a lot of people, or it's always a given. Horizon 2 with a 2021 release date. Now, I definitely know that they're going to be making another Horizon Zero Dawn. It may not be called that. I know Guerrilla Games that's made over the years, Killzones. This is a game that they're definitely going to be making a sequel to. It's just too big of a project, too great of a a franchise, and too great of a game, and too much sales not to make another game. Obviously, we've heard of Cyberpunk 2077, Call of Duty PlayStation 5. Now, we all know the Call of Duties will be on there. We don't know how they're going to look. We don't know how they're going to run. But we do know that Call of Duties, there's going to be new ones like Modern Warfare 2 getting remastered, coming to the PlayStation 4. We understand that, with the Battle Royales, and they did away with the campaigns. I get all that. Obviously, they're talking about FIFA and Professional Evolution Soccer. But Final Fantasy VII Remake is where I wanted to go. And to me, if they announce the PlayStation 5 next year, E3, or even if they just do away with E3 and they never go back, if they announce it somewhere, PlayStation Experience, PAX, wherever they're at, whether it be on State of Play, I don't see them releasing something huge without it being like mainstream. Everybody's eyes are on it. But if they release the PlayStation 5 and state that there is backwards compatibility from the PlayStation 4 all the way down, they come back and say we are making a VR 2, PSVR 2. I think they'll do that later on maybe. And then the new controller with the screen. But with these games, if they announce the Final Fantasy 7 will be a launch title game, I honestly think that'll sell. I think it'll definitely, and it'll be an exclusive, I think. Obviously, I think it will be, to the PlayStation 5. And that right there will sell their consoles, and especially with all the other good features. Now that I got that mostly out of the way, I do want to talk about some of the price. Now, some people are throwing in the amounts of $500. Some people said $600. I was thinking, get out your fucking crazy ass mind, $600. Sony does that shit. They're going to definitely, people will not do that. For $600, as good as it's going to be, I'm sorry. I do not see them doing that. I do not see them talking nonsense like they did with the PlayStation 3. That is absurd. My opinion, and I know that they always like to stay around that even 100 mark, so whether it be $399 or $499, I'm going up more or less the $500 mark. I think this is going to be more of an expensive console like most of them are when they first release. I know the PlayStation 4 generation was $400 on its release. I understand that the Xbox One was $500 and you had to have the Kinect and all that. I do understand that consoles do change price. They do get cheaper over time. I understand that the Slim model was $200 or $250, and I understand the PlayStation 4 Pro was $400 and the Xbox One X was $500, but the S was like $300 or something like that, or $400. So I do understand that they're going to make, they're going to drop the console. It's got to be up there in price, especially with the specs that Mark Cerny came out and already said. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think $500 is too much for what you're getting? Or do you think, oh my goodness, this is amazing? Are they going to make it a bunch of things to really sell people on it? You already know the PlayStation 4 games are going to play on it. You already know PlayStation VR games are going to play on it. You know that there's going to be big heavy hitters upcoming and big time exclusives that are already going to be probably transferring over to it. So it's not like Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding and all these other games you can't play on it. So you will be able to. But what's cool is, what will they do? What will they release it with? Will it be a Final Fantasy VII remake like a lot of people are wanting? Will it be with a controller with the screen in the middle of the pad? Because, a lot of that stuff does build in and makes the price up a little bit higher. Will they change PlayStation Plus around to where you have like a super subscription, it's like $80 a year and you get Game Pass PlayStation Now, and you get PlayStation games with gold? Are they going to integrate, PlayStation VR games with their PlayStation Plus? They should have already. But are they going to do a bunch of these features when the time comes, I believe at the end of this year or at the first of the next year, and they're going to give little tidbits of what they want to release. But when it comes down to the big, a year or half a year until it releases, when they give that a release date, they are definitely going to be announcing, I believe, and you guys hold me to it, I believe they're going to announce when they give that release date that it's going to be backwards compatible through all PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 as well. I believe they're going to announce Final Fantasy VII Remake for it to be a console exclusive on day one. I believe that they're going to have something to do with their PlayStation Plus, doing a different integration with it to where you get more product from it, more quality from it. And I do believe that they're going to announce something with PlayStation Now with their streaming. I do believe they're going to have something with the Vita games, PSP, and a lot of that stuff integrated in that as well. And I do believe going forward that if it is $500 and you do get all that stuff, maybe a couple things might not be there, but obviously it's got to have at least a 2 terabyte hard drive in my opinion. But like I said before in the last video, if it has a 250 or 500 gig SSD for just the operating system, I think a 1 terabyte or a 2 terabytes fair. And I still think that would be, the most sense. But I want to know what you guys think. But for $500, if they do give you all that, I think that would be a great deal and a great bargain. Now, I've heard from other people, not only on YouTube, but I've heard from Twitter and stuff like that they are going to be eventually taking a $100 loss on this console when they first start to sell it. Now, I can see that kind of happening, and that is why I say they're going to start bringing these games over. And that is why I said the PlayStation 4 games and all this backwards compatibility makes sense. Because why buy Death Stranding on the PS4 if you can't buy a PS5 and play it on there? It just makes sense. So if they're losing money on a console for the first, years, normally what they do, take a hit on, and then they kind of take some stuff down, smart some stuff up, and then they start selling it and they make their money back. Why wouldn't you want to still sell software in your games? I think that's a must for PlayStation going forward. They definitely, if they want to compete with Microsoft when it comes to backwards compatibility, I think that they know now, hey, we got to do this. And their library is 10 times bigger than Xbox's library. when it comes to backwards compatibility games. It's just the way they're going to have to do it and price it, in my opinion, to really capitalize on this. But I want to know what you guys think about the PlayStation VR backwards compatibility. Will there be a PlayStation VR 2 as well? But let me know on the price, too. Man, I'm so excited for this thing because, you know, it only happens once every 7 years, 7 to 8 years, and it's cool to see. We already know about the specs. We already know about the backwards compatibility on that. But if the price is $500, is that a yay or a nay for a lot of you guys? Let me know down in the comments below. And if they release PlayStation, Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 5 Remastered, is that a game that you guys have been waiting on? Would you buy a PlayStation 5 just for that game? Or would you want some more obvious releases for it? Or if it releases next year like I'm thinking in the fall, and you already bought Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and Last of Us 2, and then they give you that one heavy hitter in Final Fantasy VII, and maybe a couple other smaller games, obviously, are you going to buy it anyway just because you can unhook your PS4 and just keep playing and keep going? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the PlayStation 5 price. I still think they're saying $400 to $500. Some people are saying $600. I don't believe the $600 nonsense at all. I do believe it'll probably be $500, maybe $550 at the most. But I still see them staying around that even, $100 mark where it's $200, $300, $400, $500. I don't really see them doing the $550, but if they do add something to their controller and all that other stuff as well, I see them maybe adding a few in there to where you can go, okay, I can see why it would cost $550 because of the controller or something else that's in there. Let me know down in the comments, though, what you guys think about the price. Let me know what you guys think it should be. And also, let me know if you guys are going to definitely be picking up these games, even if they come to the PlayStation 5. Are you going to wait until they come to the PlayStation 5, like a Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima? Or are you just going to transfer them over now and really save time and money? That's what I'm going to do. If I buy them on the PS4, I ain't going to buy them double dip. Unless they become like $5 later on down the road, then I might just, splurge. Unless there's a jump in graphic fidelity like no other, then I would probably do that and just trade in my other ones and get money back for them. So let me know down in the comments, guys, what you guys think. If you're new to this channel and you like to see more of these videos, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys ring the bell for notifications. And also, guys, like and share this video with somebody that you may know that wants to see and hear about this stuff as well. I am GameOver86. I appreciate you guys coming to my channel, watching and supporting me. Leave me a comment down below and I will get back to you guys. I love you very much. Do a good deed, stay safe, and take care of one another, guys, and enjoy video games at its fullest. Get ready. PlayStation 5 news, man. It's going to be dropping like crazy this whole year and next year, guys. I'm jacked, and I hope you guys are too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.